So what that nigga saying? What that nigga slang? I heard he from Inglewood. Don't that nigga bang? Ain't he in the gang? What that nigga claim? What's that nigga name? What's that nigga name? What's that nigga name? What's that nigga name? You answer them questions, man, you giving up the game. Giving up the game. Giving up the game. You answer them questions, dog, you giving up the game. Giving up the game. Giving up the game.
The game is to be sold, not to be told. Some parts of the game ain't even to be sold. And when that happens, time to switch to beast mode. But only when a nigga disrespecting that G code. Forget it, I'm the boss. You happy they gon' hit me with the Rico. Type of homie to take everything I worked hard for and flush it down the sink though. You think this is just Facebook? The feds got my whole life on record. I'm the coach, I put you in the game. What you wanna turn your back on me for? You mad because I said you was a wankster like CB4? Or because when I played the video for Gotti, he almost fell on the floor? Now you want beef? And not the kind that they sell in the store. The kind if you get caught, you can catch it up or a triple felony for. And I already got two, so that wouldn't sit good. Give you a fair one, that ain't what you do when you look this good. Hair luxurious, tall, dark, and handsome. Way back to you, you giving up the game on Facebook. What you gonna do when the feds come?
Probably get duct taped and held for ransom.
Your people's hanging up in my face, texting me back like, oh, you can have them. People instigating, pumping up your head, they just cheerleader showing. Everybody already knowing you didn't have no game, all you did was open your mouth and show them. The homies gave you some game, you should've saved it up. You ain't got no game, cause you done gave it up. Loose lips sink ships, and you looking like Gilligan. I done already killed you once, ain't nothing for me to kill again. Blood spill again, bet he won't tell again. I know you scared, I'm luck dog, I can smell the adrenaline. You think you're the first to challenge me? I done killed many men. Lost many friends, many battles, but in the end, they all end up with the same outcome, me with the win. Smoke in the air, I disappear in the wind. Born and raised a G, I never rather tell. First thing I learned in preschool was not to tattletale. Snitching, anybody can get it like fourth in an inch. But instead of playing the game, you rather forfeit.
You giving up the
Wait,
game.
what do you mean by forfeit?
Giving up the game. You giving up the game.
You answer them questions, man, you giving up the game.
Giving up the game. Giving up the game.
You answer them questions, dog, you giving up the game.
Giving up the game. Giving up the game.
So what that nigga saying?
What that nigga slang? I heard he from Inglewood. Don't that nigga bang? Ain't he in the gang? What that nigga claim? What's the nigga name? What's the nigga name?
Government's address, type of whip, the hustle. What type of flip does he flip? Is he breaded up? What type of grip does he grip? Does he bang? And if so, is he a blood or a crip? He don't. Where's grandma stay or who does he kick it with? You giving up the game if any of these answers drip off your lip. Where he do that at? How much he pay for those? How he go back and forth out of town if he ain't got no paper though? Where does he park his car? And who does he stay with? I heard he's single now, or is he still with the same chick? If I'm looking for you, there ain't a place that I won't go. If any of your answers to these questions ain't, I don't know. I know that you did me cold, but I still get your back. When you left that comment, that was worse than when Kobe snitched on Shaq. We on the same team, so you know it's a foul. You didn't even talk with the coach before you threw in the towel.
You giving up the game.
What do you mean by
giving up the game?
threw in the
Giving
towel?
up the game. Giving up the game.
Throwing
You
in the
giving up
towel.
game. Giving up the game. Giving up the game. You giving up the game.
You answer them questions, man, you giving up the game. Giving up the game. Giving up the game. You answer them questions, dog, you giving up the game. Giving up the game. Giving up the game.
So what that nigga saying? What that nigga slang? I heard he from Inglewood. Don't that nigga bang? Ain't he in the gang? What that nigga claim? What's that nigga name? 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 Man, you giving up the game.